Let us listen the Murli, that is godly versions. Essence, sweet children, when you followed the directions of Ravan and defamed the father, Bharat became as worthless as his cell. Now recognize the father and remember him, and you will become wealthy. Question: what wonderful secret is hidden in the pure picture of the ladder? What wonderful secret is hidden in the picture of the ladder? Answer: there is the dance of devotion for half a cycle, and the dance of this knowledge for half a cycle. When the dance of devotion takes place, there is no dance of this knowledge, and when there is the dance of this knowledge, there is no dance of devotion. Ravan's reward continues for half a cycle, and you children experience your reward for half a cycle. This deep secret is hidden in the picture of the ladder. Song. Salutation to Shiva. Om Shanti. The father sits here and explains that you performed a lot of dances of devotion on the path of devotion. You did not perform any dance of this knowledge. When the dance of devotion takes place, there is no dance of this knowledge. When the dance of this knowledge takes place, there is no dance of devotion. Because the dance of devotion takes you into the descending stage, there is no devotion in the golden and silver ages. Devotion begins in the copper age. When devotion begins, the reward of this knowledge ends, and there is the stage of descent. The father sits here and explains how you descend. I come and tell you children you every cycle. Your children have defamed me a great deal. I come when there is a lot of defamation in Bharat of original, eternal deity religion. The father also explained what defamation is. The father says, I come every cycle and make Bharat's wishes residents of hell into the residents of heaven. It was because you defamed me by following devil's dictators that you become so poverty stricken. It was the kingdom of Rama, and it is now the kingdom of Ravan. This is called a play of victory and defeat and the day and night. Now just think about when I would come. Those to whom I gave the kingdom have now lost that kingdom. All the karmic accounts have been explained to you. I come and gave you your inheritance, and then Ravan comes and curses you. This applies to Bharat in particular and the world in general. No one knows the praise of Bharat. At first, there was just Bharat. No one knows when it existed, what it was like, or who used to rule there. They don't understand anything. Those who were deities had human forms, but they had the characters of deities. Now, although they are in human forms, their characters are devils. No one you explain to understands because they don't know the Father from beyond the world. Instead, they defame him. By defaming the Father, they have become as completely worthless as cells. There has been the downfall of Bharat. The father says, I come when its condition becomes like this. I am now explaining to you face to face. I also explained to you in the same way in the previous cycle. The deity community is being established and you are changing from human into deities. People don't know when the Father comes. You experience your reward in the golden and silver ages in great happiness. When you are cursed by Ravan in the copper age, everything is finished. Similarly, deities have experienced their reward, no longer remain after the end of the silver age. The devil's reward of Ravan then begins. Devotion is at first unadulterated and then it becomes adulterated. The pictures of the ladder is very accurate. Everything becomes Sato Pradhan and then Sato, Rajo and Tamo. Allow continues to be mixed into it. Everything is explained to you children very clearly, but it is not being imbibed that much. Some did not have the some don't have the wisdom to be able to explain to others at all. Some are very well experienced and their dharana is also very good. It is number wise. Not all students are the same. There would definitely be a number given to each one. It is very easy to explain to anyone. The Father says, "Remember me. I am your unlimited Father, the great Creator of the world. By remembering me, you will receive your unlimited inheritance. Only by having remembrance will the allow be removed. Just explain to them, you people of Bharat were Satopradhan in the golden age, and you have now become Tamopradhan in the iron age. Allow has been mixed into souls. No one can go there without becoming pure in the new world. Everyone is Satopradhan. When clothes are new, they are said to be Satopradhan, and then when they become old, they become Tamopradhan. Everyone's clothes are about to be torn apart. Everyone has reached a state of total decay. Those who were the masters of the world have become totally poor. They are the ones who now have to become wealthy. People don't know these things. When Bharat was heaven, it used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. Those of all the other religions come later. The Shiv Godfather sits here and explains these real things to you. Look how much respect there is for the Gita. While studying that, people have completely fallen, and this is why they call out, "O purifier, come, we have become corrupt. Only God can grant salvation. Everything in the scriptures belongs to the path of devotion. Your intellects understand that by receiving this knowledge from Baba, you become deities. You now have disinterested in the whole of the world. Sannyasis perform the devotion of bathing in the Gangas, etc. Devotion is also Satopradhan at first, then it becomes Rajo and then Tamo. This is the same. The day of half a cycle and the night of half a cycle are remembered, as well as the day and night of Brahma. It must also be the day and the night of Brahmins. You are now going into the day and the night of devotion is coming to an end. There is a lot of sorrow in devotion. That is called the night. People continue to stumble in the darkness while searching for God. There is no one on the path of devotion who can grant salvation. Apart from you, no one knows God accurately. No one can understand that a soul is a point and that the Supreme Soul is also a point. God Himself comes and explains to you through the body of Brahma. They have then portrayed the lucky chariot in the form of a bull. There is no question of a bull. The Godfather explains everything very well, but it does not sit accurately in anyone's intellect. The Father sits here and explains, Children, I am the Father of you souls. Remembers me and remember the inheritance, and your sins will be absolved. In spite of this, you say that you forget him. Wonderful. Should you forget such a bridegroom or father? Does a wife ever forget her husband, or does a child ever forget his father? So why do you forget this one here? You even say, Baba, O God, you are making us into the masters of heaven, and yet we forget you. The Father says, How will the trust that is one on you souls be removed if you don't remember me? The main thing is remembrance. We have no connection with any other religion. They teach history and geography at schools. Some don't understand it at all. It does not sit in their intellect that the Father is teaching you. Acha, at least remember the Father and the inheritance. Or do you even forget that? You don't even remember the Baba to whom you have been performing devotion for half a cycle. It is in the intellect of your children that you will shed your bodies and go to your kingdom. This is your last birth. You see them with those features in the subtle region. You see them in heaven too. You know that Mama and Baba will become Lakshmi and Narayan when you are living in the golden age. You understand that you will shed your body and take another. You don't have this knowledge there that there will be the silver age, after the golden age, then the copper age, and that you will continue to descend. None of this knowledge remains there. You continue to take rebirth. You remain soul conscious there than from being soul conscious. You become body conscious. Only you Brahmins have this knowledge. No one else has it. Only the Father, the Lord of knowledge and the ocean of knowledge, gives you this knowledge. He would definitely only tell it to you Brahmins, you children of Brahma. The children of Brahma are the Brahmin community. There is the difference of the day and night. You make effort and become completely virtuous. You become completely viceless. While living at home with your families, remember the Father. You defiantly have no perform actions. Your intellect, yoga should be connected to the Father. You can act, you can work as a carpenter or even rule a kingdom. There is the memorial of King Janak. Continue to rule your kingdom, but your intellect's yoga has to be connected to the Father, and you will receive your inheritance. The Father says, Man mana bhava. Constantly remember me alone. Shiv Baba says, when you just say Shiva, you remember the Shiva Lingam, Shiv Lingam. The name of everyone's body is mentioned because they played their parts through their bodies. You are now being made soul conscious, and you will remain that for half a cycle. At this time, all are body conscious. There the king, the queen, and the subject are all soul conscious. Everyone's lifespan is long. Here, everyone's lifespan is short. The Father personally sits in front of you children and explains to you so well. He says, O souls, this is because it is you souls who take this knowledge. Dharana also takes place in your souls. Baba does not have a body. All of this knowledge is in the soul. A soul is a star, and Baba too is a star. He does not take rebirth, whereas souls do. This is why Baba gave you work to do. He told you to write down the praise of the Supreme Soul and the praise of the children. The two are separate. The praise of Sri Krishna is separate. He is corporeal. Where is that one is incorporeal? Who made him so virtuous? It is said that it was definitely the Supreme Soul who made him that. At this time, you are the godly community. The Father is teaching you. You experience the reward later on. No one will teach you this is in the golden age. The paraphernalia of the path of devotion will have finished. The paraphernalia of the path of devotion will have finished. There also has to be disinterest in this world. That is, you have to renounce your bodies and all bodies' relations and consider yourselves to be bodiless souls. You come bodiless and you have to return bodiless. This old world is to be destroyed, and we will also go to that new world. Simply continue to make this effort of remembrance. It is in this that many fail. They don't remember the Father at all. Explain to however comes there. Comes here, Shiv Baba says through Brahma. Remember me and your alloy will be removed and you will become the masters of the land of Vishnu. The land of Vishnu is the land of heaven. Remember the Father as much as possible. The Father whom you have been remembering for half a cycle has now come personally in front of you. He says, remember me. No one knows him. He himself comes and gives his own introduction. Hardly anyone knows me as I am, or knows what I am, or has that faith. If they had faith, they would make effort and claim their inheritance. Shiv Baba says, by remembering me, your sins will be absolved and you will become pure and the masters of the pure world. You must not perform any sinful actions. Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother and the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you, spiritual children. Essence of Dharana. Make efforts and become completely virtuous. No matter what you do it in remembrance of the Father. Don't perform any sinful actions. 2 point. Your old custom is totally decayed. Therefore, remove your attachment from it. Make full effort to make yourself the sole Satopradhan. Blessing. May you be a firm and unshakable self-sovereign who constantly experiences supersenses joy. May you be a firm and unshakable self-sovereign who constantly experiences supersenses joy. the children who receive the inheritance of super senses. Joy at the confluence is for all time. That is, those who have full rights over the Father's will are the ones who have willpower. They will constantly experience unshakable supersensuous joy. Such heirs, that is, those who have a full right to the inheritance, attain a constant and unshakable self sovereignty. Today's slogan: when there is the consciousness of mind, the intellect is completely turned around. When there is the consciousness of mind, the intellect is completely turned around. Avyakta signal: constantly experience an unshakable, immovable, and constant state. According to the time, you must now remain constantly unshakable, immovable, and full of all treasures. If there is the slightest fluctuation, and you will not be able to experience all the treasures. The way to keep with you constantly the treasures you have received from the Father is to remain constantly unshakable and immovable. By remaining unshakable, you will constantly continue to experience happiness of perishable wealth or the perishable chair of the position of a leader, and you have so much happiness when you receive name and fame, but this happiness is imperishable. Those who are unshakable and immovable will have this happiness. Invaluable versions of Mateshwari. What are the main roots of the ascending stage and the descending stage? Many people ask the question, when we make so much effort to receive the status of liberation in life, what is the reason we come down? Although we say that this is a game of victory and defeat, there must definitely be a reason of ascending and descending stages. On what basis is this play performed? Just as we are able to climb up by making effort, in the same way, there must be a reason why we fall. That reason is not a big thing, it is just a small mistake. For instance, God says, remember me, and I will grant you the status of liberation and liberation in life. In the same way, when we become body conscious and forget God, we fall. We then go into the path of sin and get trapped in the 5 vices. We take on sorrow. Therefore, that is our own fault, not the Creator's. When people say that God gives happiness and sorrow, it is absolutely wrong. Baba is the bestower of happiness, not the bestower of sorrow. We receive happiness through our elevated actions and sorrow through our impure actions. We definitely receive the fruit of good actions and the consequences for our bad actions from God. However, we cannot say that God gives both happiness and sorrow. No, God is with us in our ascending stage, but it is Maya that makes us fall. In a general way too, we take someone company or help for happiness, but none give their company for taking sorrow. After doing the action we perform, we receive the fruit accordingly. In this drama, the play of happiness and sorrow is based on your actions. But the people with degraded intellect don't know this secret. Acha, Om Shanti. Good morning. Namaste. Thank you.